Hello everyone and welcome back to another React tutorial. In this video, I will introduce you to useMemo hook and discuss the challenges developers might face. You will understand how useMemo works and how you can improve your app speed. Make sure to subscribe and press the bell icon so you won't miss out on future updates. Let's get started. Here I have got a very simple React application that renders a set of tabs, and when I switch tabs, it updates the UI with their corresponding content. And also I have an input field where I can type. With this demonstration app, I want to show you the issue you can encounter when you build a production-ready React application if you don't perform the optimization. Inside app component, I have this state to select a tabs and a list of tab buttons. I also have got another file named utils, which contains a function, and this util function performs expensive operations. I want to call this utils function inside app so I can artificially slow down my application. So let's call it at the top with the import inside curly braces utils function name from utils file. Here call it const keyword. I will give it variable name random task utils. Now in the browser, you will see it taking a small pause during rendering. Each time I press the button, UI is not updating quickly and application is slow. Also, when I am typing, let's say R, it takes a while before it shows up. L again. So what is causing this behavior? Because that's how React works. Whenever props or state change or update, component will be re-evaluated. This means each time we press the button or type something inside the input field, the state is going to update and re-render components, and that will again cause the function to recalculate the count or go through loop over million times before it settles. It would occur every time even if function produce the same result. Let me log it into console so you will understand better. For this, I'm going to use useEffect. Here import it beside useState and call it here. So useEffect, and we already know it takes a callback function and dependency. Here I will pass console message is going to expensive calculation, and as a dependency I will pass this random task variable. Now I want to log a message whenever a random task dependency change. First it's going to initially run the component, and now when I press button or type something, state is going to update and useEffect will log the message. Which means whenever I'm interacting with this application, the util function recalculate again, and which is why our application is slow. So if we optimize our function or somehow stop it to run again every time I interact with it, and this is where useMemo hook comes in handy. It is used to optimize React application, which is what exactly needed here. useMemo hook memoize the output of a function. Instead of recalculating the result whenever the component re-render, it stores the result of expensive function and only lets that data run when we need to recalculate again. What it does, it casts the calculation between re-render and speed up our application. Let me show you how to use useMemo hook. So here, the first we need to import it like any other hook. So use memo like this. Now we can wrap this util function with useMemo. useMemo hook accept two arguments. Let's say a callback function and dependency. So here let's wrap it with the useMemo hook. So here useMemo parenthesis, and it returns the result of function. As a second argument, we can pass empty array since it doesn't have any argument. Now if I save it and in the browser I switch tabs and type into input field, it is fast and you will see no data is logged here. As a result, this random task variable is now memoized. Using useMemo ensure that the util function is only called once during initial rendering. This means that once the component render for the first time, it caches the output of function. It won't trigger a recalculation in the next render unless the dependencies change. And since we don't have any dependency, the function will not execute again. And suppose I want to rerun this util function again if I type something inside input field. So here I can pass this new task variable as a dependency. Let's pass it. After passing this dependencies, let me show you what happened. I switch tabs, it is working fine, but when I type something again alpida, it is slow. React will compare the changes. We pass the dependency, so it will compare the previous dependency with the current dependency, and if change found, then util function is going to rerun the calculation. And as you see, switching tabs is fine. And this is how memoization can increase React performance. However, it is best to avoid using useMemo while performing inexpensive operations. Means React will go out of its way to compare it on each execution, causing React to perform more work. Also, we don't want this out of behavior if computation change or update frequently. I will recommend you to profile your component carefully and compare different optimization before using memoization in your application. That's it. I will end this video here. If you have any question regarding useMemo or performance optimization, comment below. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share and follow me on Instagram. I will see you in the next one.